There's the old historic train station, I think, in Du Bois. Anybody remembers that? There it is. Here we are in Du Bois. It is a madhouse today. I just left the nursing home seeing my mother, and it's like the worst time ever to be in Du Bois. It's 20 after 4. The traffic is kind of bad. Well, for us anyway. Coming up to the Liberty Boulevard. I took a different way out of the nursing home. They had some construction or something going on. And I had to detour. I was going to put you up on camera earlier, but once I got out on the highway, I couldn't stop. We're in Midtown Du Bois right now. Over there's Oliver T. Korb. That's where they make monuments for, headstones. Big business. I hate these intersections. I'm not good at driving in town. This is like, oh, you laugh at me, because I know this is nothing compared to cities like Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, or whatever. But I just, I don't know. I'm gonna take this right here and go the less traveled route. The less traveled. This is kind of there's a Valley Dairy Restaurant, Martin's Supermarket, the Meadows where you get ice cream. Never been there. Paris Cleaners on the left where they get, work uniforms and rugs and industrial clothing stuff. And then there's a bunch of doctor's offices back here, legal stuff, lawyers, Social Security office, all kinds of goodies back here. Our paper, our main paper, the Courier Express, is right up here, I think. I'm just kind of traveling the roads I'm taking here. I don't come back this way very often. So, yeah, that's the Courier Express building on the right. That's where, oh no, that's Gasberry's. Never mind. I'm not where I thought I was. Here we are at that four-way stop I told you about the other day. I hate this thing. I'm going. I hate that thing. And this is Beaver Drive. A lot of little businesses along here too. Dentists, doctors, some factories. Factories mostly powdered metal, tractor supply. Up here's my bank. Back behind me is a gun shop. A little one that I like to go to once in a while for ammunition. And a big car dealer right here. It's pretty nice. It's 81 right now. Still pretty nice though, not too hot. It's hot in here now though. I got the air. I don't have the. I have the windows up so I can make a video. It's kind of toasty in here, and we got the DuBois Mall right in front of us. And we're gonna get out of town here pretty quick. So my mother's doing pretty good. She's back in her personal care room now, which is nice because now she has a phone. And she's walking with just a walker. In fact, she followed me. When I left, she walked the whole way out with me. It's pretty far. I'd say least length of a football field. And she walked right beside me. I mean, she was walking faster than I was, scooting along on that walker. So yeah, she's doing better. She's doing good. She got her appetite back. She's eating a little more, I guess. So that went good. I checked my air conditioning. I went to the garage. He said he's still waiting on the parts. He's told me he's got 4 or 5 vehicles that need the same thing. So he's waiting on the parts, and he's gonna call me when they're in, and we'll make an appointment. So that's good. I like the guy. I like the place. That was the first time I ever went there. Joe Fender. I never went to him before. The garage that I normally go to is the one that recommended I go there for my air conditioning. And they seem pretty nice. The guy's name is Angelo, the one that was working on my vehicle. Pretty nice guy. Got a big long ponytail, tattoos. So we're out of town. We're heading out of town. Going past the cemetery, I gotta say hi to my Uncle Archie. Archie's there. My favorite uncle. Passed away back in the early 90s. He was a good man. He was good to me. He's the one that used to take me to Florida in the summertime. His name was Charles, but we called him Archie. Charles Arthur was his name, and we called him Archie, or I called him Archie. He took me to Florida in the summer times, spending my whole school vacation down there. Good times. Back before, well, I ain't gonna say back before things got crazy, but we went back, when I went down, he took me over to NASA, and we had a tour there. Went on a tour bus. They took us all around. Well, you can't do that anymore because it's more secure, but back then, they took you on a tour bus. You could go all over. We went in the VAB building. We went in the control center. They showed us where the actual button was that they launched it to launch the Apollo rocket. Apollo rockets. Got to see all the stuff up close and personal. My aunt, the one that we stayed with, that was his sister. She lived in Cocoa, right along the Indian River. And the Indian River is not really a river, it's a kind of an inlet. Anyway, her house was only, I'd say maybe 75 feet from the water. You go out her back door and the water was right there. You could see the launch pads But that Apollo rocket name is just unbelievable. It actually shook the ground. It really did. It was really something to see. I never saw the shuttle go up, but I saw that one Apollo rocket and then several other rockets that I don't know if they were just satellites or something. Anyway, there was a fishing pier there, personally owned. We used to go out. I had a couple friends there. We'd play on the pier and fish. I never caught anything really big. My uncle Archie caught a big trout. I had a picture of it, and I don't know whatever happened. It was a monster. It took him like an hour and a half to get it in. So I remember that a lot down there. And I had a lot of nice pictures from when I took when I was a kid, but when I had my house fire in 2008, I lost them all. I lost all the pictures. Well, we're 12 minutes. My son messaged me when I was just getting ready to leave the nursing home. He wanted to know where I was at. He said he was going to come down. So I told him I'm just leaving. So I'll be there in about a half hour. He'll be there, I hope. Just sit around and talk, I guess. Maybe he'll cut my grass in the dog pen. I'd like to see him. I haven't seen him for, I don't know, a couple of weeks. Went down to his house several times. Just caught him at the wrong time and he wasn't home. Whatever. A lot of traffic coming here too. They had trucks here. When I came up, they're cutting all the brush back. And they had trucks that cut trees back and all that stuff. Seems like they're, I don't know, they've been doing that for quite a while. Well, I don't know. I got everything done. I wrote down, I made my list this morning. I went to Family Dollar, got some things. I'll probably make a video of that. A little Family Dollar grocery haul. I got that done. I went to the post office, got that done. Some other little things around the house. I write a list in the morning. And then I try to go by my list and get some things done. Making a list gives me a bit of reward, I guess, when you get to scratch it off and say, there, I did that. Because for the last 3 days there, I didn't do nothing. It was so hot. Just stayed in the air conditioning. So today I had to go out and do some stuff. I'm glad I got up to see my mother. My brother and his wife were there when I first got there. But they didn't stay much longer. Maybe they were there a half hour and I left. So I got to visit a couple hours, just me and my mother, which is nice because I told you before we can talk together about a lot of stuff that we wouldn't talk about. My brother and his wife were there. Just normal stuff. I mean, like family history and stuff like that. You know, my brother and his wife, they don't care about that stuff. I don't know why, but they don't. And of course, she's always worried. Worried about my house, worried about my cat, worried about me, worried about everybody. But she's doing pretty good. I'm really happy today to see her like that. I wonder sometimes about medication. You know, you go one day, maybe you have somebody, an older person, and you go one day and they're like completely out of it. And then the next day, all of a sudden, they seem to be perked up. Must be, I think it's medications they give them. That's my opinion anyway. Well, I guess we're coming into Penfield. I hope you all just enjoy. I know you do. Just me talking and driving, seeing the country, where I live, what I do every day. Just a retired old man doing what I gotta do, I guess. I really appreciate everybody. My subscribers is incredible. I never ever thought I'd get a community built up like we have. We're all talkative to each other and good comments for the most part. A good, caring community. So I thank you all for that. And with that said, I guess I'm gonna head out. I had a video up earlier too, if you didn't catch that, where I went through my gift box. So that's up, and this one will go up. And we'll probably talk to you tomorrow. Stay frosty.